Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube fam? How you guys doing? It's your boy Stevenson Lindor back again with another video. I'm actually on a cruise right now, so I'm praying that the Wi-Fi doesn't shut down, nothing goes on. Uh, yeah. Been having technical issues all week, but so far so good. So I wanted to cut a quick video, another video, because I got some questions on the last one, a little confusion. So I really want to clear it up. Might actually delete the last one and make this one a little more simple, easy breakdown of Confluence and everything. As always, like, share, comment below. Give me some feedback and share this with others, especially people that are actually struggling with trading and want to take their game to that next level. All right. So let's hop to it. Boom. I was actually looking at some trade setups right now, looking at this potential GA. I actually like all I like GA, GN, EA, EN. We just had some odd news this week. Got more activity, and this is due for a nice reversal. We can get a change of character and a retest over here. Same thing for EA and EN, right? So looking good, looking for short opportunities there. Once this breaks, I'll be looking for a retest and then short this bad boy. All right, so let me go back. Let me start from the beginning. All right. So on the last video, I was talking about Confluence. I was talking about how you can combine, the Fibonacci tool, combined with also, your indicator or whatever indicator, whether it be the MACD or if you like to use the moving averages, RSI, whatever the case may be. My whole point was, guys, when it comes to trading, I'm all about simplicity, make it as simple as possible. And a lot of times I was telling my team this, when it comes to trading, sometimes that strategy that you used to incorporate, a year ago, 2 years ago, because you evolve, you become better as a trader. When you go back and you look at some of the things that you used to teach on, you realize how much it correlates with what you're currently doing right now, right? So for those that know me, right, I used to teach heavily on like the MACD and how to use it. And then I kind of switched over, especially over the last year and change onto, incorporating smart money concept. And I wanted to like basically show you guys how you can combine, right? Using an indicator, using, a little bit of smart money concept, using the Fibonacci tool and making it as simple as possible. So let's look at this euro odd, for example, right? I know I'm in an uptrend. How do I know I'm in an uptrend? Okay. Well, one, I'm getting higher highs. That's number one. Number two, okay, when I look at my MACD, okay, guys, you got to remember, easy. When it's green, that means it's bullish. When it's red, it's bearish. Green bullish, red bearish, green bullish, so on and so forth. Just like we're getting higher highs here, right? So, boom. Let's just take these two spots. See this bullish wave on the MACD? It's bigger than the previous bullish wave on the MACD. So higher than the previous high. And then this right here, this is the high point, higher than the previous high, right? So I know I'm in an uptrend, okay? And if I know that, so for example, when this is pulling back, right? Notice it's going bearish. And I already know going bearish, it's most likely not going to break this low. So now it's a matter of where do I find the next demand zone so I can catch this buy, right? And my next demand zone is easy, okay? So when I'm identifying, okay, this is another way to incorporate the MACD indicator, all right? I like to look at it this way too. Not only does green mean bullish and red means bearish trends, but it also means when we're on an uptrend, we tend to look for our supply zones, and we're on a downtrend. Eventually, we look for our demand zones. All right. So if you think about it, when this is coming down, eventually we're going to hit a demand zone. So you just want to look left and you want to find on this leg, where's your demand zone? My demand zone is right here, right? Just like you notice right here, the next time it went bearish, which was right over here, bearish, this bearish leg right over here. Notice my demand zone right? I got a few demand zones. I had a demand zone right here, right? I want to identify all the potential demand zone right here, and obviously one down here. This is the one price got the most reaction. So some of you guys are thinking, well, Steve, how do I know which one? Again, this is where the smaller time frames really come in handy, and it will reveal whether or not that reversal is coming. So let's start here, right? So when price is pulling back on this bearish wave right here, so I'm getting that retest. And I'm already seeing, yeah, we're not most likely going to break this previous red, right? This previous bearish wave on the MACD. So now I got to figure out, okay, when is this bull run going to begin? So like I told you guys on the previous video, you always want to use the minutes time frame for your entry. All right. Always use the minutes time frame. You got to think about it. All right. Your daily, your time frames are broken up to days. So you got the daily, the weekly, the monthly. I never use the 3 month, the 6 month, or the 12 months. So I pretty much just stick with the daily, weekly, and monthly. And then you got your hours time frame. I mostly stick with the 1 hour and 3 hour, but you know, some people might incorporate the 3 and 2. Those are your hours. And then you got your minutes. All right. I don't use seconds. So your minutes time frame, that's always for your entry. If anybody's ever traded binary options, all right, I was talking about this earlier. If you ever traded binary options, if you notice traders who are very good at binary options, they're very good at getting good entries. You know why? Because binary options, right, puts a strong emphasis on smaller time frames. Okay, the 1 minute, 5 minute, the 15 minute. So a lot of traders who used to trade binary options, once they make that, switch over to Forex, you'll notice they'll get very good entries. Why? Because they know how to utilize the smaller time frame. If I'm expecting, guys, think about it. If I'm expecting a buy on the 1 hour, a buy on the 4 hour, a buy on the daily, that buy has to start on the 1 minute. It has to begin on the 3 minute. It has to begin on the 5 minute. There's no way this uptrend is going to happen and we're not going to get the signal on the smaller time frame. So all we got to figure out is when it gets down to the smaller time frame, when does that sequence happen, right? I'm looking for that confirmation. So boom, price comes down, right? This is the area, price comes down. First things first, I'm looking for that change of character. I'm looking for that change of character. And that was right around here. Perfect. There's my change of character. Right? Because that was technically my last previous high before this lower low. Right? I should say lower high before this lower low. All right. So I get a nice wave up. I get a nice wave up. And then I get that retest. Okay. And then I get that retest. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a break. There's my break. There's my change of character. And then I'm looking for a retest. There's my retest. Okay. And then I'll be looking for my buy. So in this case scenario, price did not take off, right? So if I would have gotten in for a buy, and I want you guys to always remember this, when it's time for that extra entry, I'm going to go into my Discord group for a second. And if I didn't mention, guys, I still got the Telegram going on. I know some of you guys have reached out to me. Like I said, I've been on a cruise. So I'll get back to everybody as soon as possible. But definitely reach out. We got a great community happening right now. A lot of people just getting massive, massive value. You can too. Just plug in. And where is it? 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 Guys, boom, trade entry. So I always tell people when it's time to finally enter, it's finally time to jump in the market. When it's time to finally jump in the market, always remember, right? Whether buying or selling. You see this? So this is a sell example. You got all these bullish candles, bullish candles, bullish candles. You want to see a bearish candle, bearish or bullish. So in this case, a bearish candle is closed below the last bullish candle and the entire candle, including the wick. So once this, so let's say this is a 5-minute time frame this is happening on. I got to wait for this entire 5-minute candle close below the last bullish. Has to be opposite. I'm going to say this one more time. Write a note, pause this part of the video. Okay. When I tell people when it's time to get into trade, what's the price action I look for? I get asked that all the time. This right here. So when I'm looking for my buy or sell in that retest, right? I talk about, oh, wait for the retest, and then enter. This is what I mean, wait for the retest. So let's say I'm looking for a sell. So these bullish candles are coming, and then I get a bearish candle. So I want to make sure, because sometimes you'll get a candle that's the same size as the previous candle. That's not the cue to jump in. All right. The cue is I want to see an engulfing candle or a bearish candle close below the last previous, the opposite bullish candle. Once it happens there, then I wait for the next 5-minute bearish candle, right? The next candle period to open up, and that would be my entry. Entry there, stop loss above, and then I take my trade. All right. And then I take my trade. Clear all that. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. So when that retest is happening, all right, let me zoom in here for a second. I want to wait, right? So I'm looking to buy. So I want after the retest. So this is the retest. I'm looking for a bullish candle to eclipse the last bearish candle. So this is where I'm getting my retest. This is where it touches, right around here. So I need a bullish candle. What's my last bearish candle? This candle right here. So I need a bullish candle close above this entire candle. That would be this candle. And then I would automatically get in on the next candle, whether it's bearish or bullish. Boom. Because I've closed above this last bullish. That means buyers are now in control. Entry there, stop loss below, right? And then I'm in my trade. Now, right? Now, what if I wanted to make this easier for myself and add in the MACD, right? Because some people struggle, right? I get asked this, hey, Steve, I sometimes struggle even after the change of character of knowing when to get in on the retest, because sometimes price not retest fully, it might not touch, so on. So again, this is where you have the MACD, that extra confirmation. So let's say I missed the retest right over here. This retest right over here. Guys, look at your MACD and wait, right? This was the bullish wave that broke and gave you that change of character. Wait for the next pullback, the next retest on your MACD. That's the key. So you see how this went bullish, let it go bearish. So I've been right around here. And that would have been your official retest. So you're now in alignment with the MACD, right? And price action. Double confirmation. All right. Even when you, let's say I was to add fibs, Fibonacci, right? Boom. Price just missed like my 50 fib or whatever the case may be. Now, again, I got this MACD over here, extra confirmation. See that retest right there? So I know, all right, once price gets there, and then again, price action. This is my last bearish candle. I need a bullish candle close above it, and that's this candle right here. All right. So price didn't really take off. All right. Price didn't really take off. It went up about, 15 pips. Let's say we got taken out. All right. We got taken out. Let's say I placed my stop loss below here. For argument's sake, I got taken out. Now, is the trade setup still invalid? Does that mean I give up on this entire setup? What's the answer? Huh? What's the answer? The answer is no. You got to remember, we're in a buy, guys. We're looking for a buy. Right? We're looking for a buy. So if you think about it, right? Just like what we did on the 5-minute, This leg, one, we broke structure over here, right? Break of structure. Boom. Remember what I was saying about this bearish wave? This bearish wave right here. When you look at the MACD, when I look at the previous bearish wave right here. So I'm not, until price close below here, I'm not looking to sell. I'm going to continue looking for a buy. Even though I got taken out on the 5-minute on my first entry, guess what? I already know. Based on the 1 hour time frame, I'm still looking for a buy because price has not closed below here. All right. Price still valid. Price still valid for a buy. Break of structure. I'm getting my retest. So now it's just a matter of being patient and following the rules. All right. So let's try that again. Right. Price came down. Right. Exactly right over here. We had our break. There was our retest. Price didn't really go nowhere. And then we actually had our drop. Right. Well, actually, price came up again. And boom. So came up, retest, and look at your MACD. See how it went bullish and went bearish again? So every time it goes bullish or bearish, guys, just compare it to the previous. If it's not higher or lower based on the trend you're looking at, all right, that's how you know your trade is still valid. So in this case, I'm looking for a buy. So on my MACD, if it's going bearish, remember, that means bear means what? Downtrend. So we're in a downtrend, we're supposed to get lower lows. But I'm not getting that. This is bearish, but it's not lower than the previous low. So I should be looking for buys. So I'm going to try again. All right. I'm in my retest level, which is good. This is what I want. And now I'm looking for price action, right? This is good price action. Bullish engulfing candle. Right over here. I get in. There's my entry. Stop loss there. And then once again, I get a little bit of a buy. Right? This is trading. Another 17 pip. But price dropped. So I lose again. Trade drop. Remember though, is the trade still valid? Am I still looking for a buy? The answer is yes. Why? Because we're still in an uptrend. We're still in an uptrend. Oh, Steve, but didn't price break through? Yeah, on the 5-minute, not on the 1 hour. Always remember, whatever time frame you mark up on. So if I mark up on the 1 hour, I'm going to need a 1 hour break. If I mark up on the daily, I'm going to need a daily break. So just because there's a break on the 5-minute doesn't mean it's valid. Until I get a break on the 1 hour, that's when it becomes valid. It's only valid based on the time frame you're operating on. It's only valid based on the time frame you're operating on. I'm going to say that one more time. Guys, it is only valid based on the time frame you are operating on. So I do the process over again. Price comes down. I need a break and retest. There it is. I get a break. There's my change of character. I get a retest. Look at my MACD. Look how it goes bearish, right? And now I'm looking for bullish activity. My stop loss is going to be low there. And then voila. And then if I want to get in on the trade again, right, I have two options. Now, if you know your price action, there's one. Now, if you don't and you need help lining everything up, just look at your MACD. See how this went red? There's two. Went down, look left, watch for price action. Just look at it and then wait for a bullish candle to engulf the last bearish candle. And then that's your entry. And now you finally get the buy you're looking for. You finally get the buy you're looking for. All right? And you can do this pretty much on any time frame with any setup, of course, as always. And like I always tell you guys, the higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmation. So gold has been on a beautiful uptrend. We all know that. Gold's been on a beautiful uptrend. Look at this uptrend, right? Gold's on a beautiful uptrend. So think about it. Bearish, right? Bearish. Go up, boom. Next time it goes bearish on the MACD is over here. Perfect. Look left. There's your demand zone. And there's your buy. All right. And all you got to do when you're like on the 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever, you move down to the smaller time frame and then you wait for your sequence. You wait for that break and retest. It will always reveal itself on the smaller time frame, guys. That break and retest will always reveal itself. If you don't see the sequence on the smaller time frame, you should not be getting in the trade. If you don't see the sequence on the smaller time frame, you should not be getting in the trade. There's your change of character. There's your retest. And there's your entry. All right. See how everything lines up? Now it's easier for you to operate when you're taking these trades. All right. Euro JPY was a trade we took earlier this week. Right. So think on daily here. So look at this. It's a good example. Perfect example. Boom. See that? Look even on the MACD. See how that's going bearish? So while it's going bullish, not bearish, but bullish, I'm looking for a supply zone. There we go. Right? I'm looking for a supply zone. There we go. So of course, I want to look for that reversal. If it's going to happen, if that downtrend is going to happen, it's going to come on the smaller time frame first. So look. So now I can do one or two things. I can look at basic price action and say, well, like I'm going to change the character here. If I wanted to add in the MACD, my change of character would be right here. You guys see that? Boom. Right? Right here. So change of character. And then look at the retest right there. See that? There's your retest. Supply zone, entry, and there's your sell-off. Nice 78 pip move. Voila. Right. And this is how you combine. This is Confluence right here, ladies and gentlemen. GU, I think there was a beautiful sell opportunity that was caught. So I think it was like the 4 hour. Perfect. Perfect example. So number one, obviously you do your due diligence, right? Obviously we're in a downtrend. You can tell we're in a bearish downtrend. Just looking at it, you can tell. That's number one. Number two, you got that break right there, right? Look on your MACD, that break right there. So now when I go to the 4 hour, look at that. I had this retest. This was Tuesday. It's yesterday. Retest. So when I look at this bullish wave, the last time, this is the last high. All right. So like I said, look for your supply zone. And then once price gets there, smaller time frame, for entry. Sorry, here we go. Let me circle this. Watch this. Perfect. That's where I circled. Right. Now, change a character here. Right? There's your change of character. Or if I was to go off the MACD, right? If I wanted to extra confirmation. So for my students out there that struggle, look at that. Just look at your MACD. So you know, hey, once I get this break, I know I got my break. And look, I got my break. Perfect. In conjunction. And then I wait for a retest. Right? There was a retest right here. If you were not able to catch this and you needed help with your MACD, no problem. Wait for it to go bearish. Perfect. Go bullish again. When it goes bullish, that's your retest. So that was right around here. So you look left, supply zone, perfect. And then there's your entry. Still cash this out. Yes, you miss a big part of this, but still, this is still a clean trade. Over 88 pips. All right. Just by combining and being in alignment with your indicator and your strategy hand in hand. And then when you really put everything together, right? When you really put everything together. So I already know I'm in a downtrend. So let's say I took out my Fibonacci tool. I measure this leg, right? Trend line. I know I'm in a downtrend. So now I got multiple confirmations. Got my trend line. We're in an overall downtrend. I got Fibonacci tool. We've retraced to the 60, basically the 786. Perfect. I got a retest. I got a retest on my MACD. Perfect. So I got one. I'll write this out for you guys. I have one, right? One confirmed. One confirmed. Fib. Two confirmed. Right? Three confirmed. There you go. I got three confirmations all telling me sell. Right? When I look at my MACD, when it went bullish, it's not higher than the previous bullish. So we're not in an uptrend. I got my trend line. I got my Fibonacci tool. I'm at one of the key levels. So now all I got to do is go down to the smaller time frame, to the minutes time frame, and wait for the sequence, which we already went over. This is how you combined everything, ladies and gentlemen. And if you trade like this, you think like this, you practice like this, you now have a valuable and powerful trading strategy that you'll be able to use on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you need help and you still feel like, you just need that extra boost of confidence and encouragement, I advise you, please, guys, reach out. Shoot me a message on Instagram, Facebook, email, and say, hey, I want to be a part of the community. I want to trade with like-minded individuals, bounce ideas off, and just work on my craft. Guys, hit me up. We got we got about 2 months, basically 2 months, 2 months and 5 days left before the year is over. Let's start 2024 on the right note. Let's really lock this down so I can get you guys on the winning side. All right. So hopefully this video was a lot easier to understand, a lot simpler. Thank you for your time, guys. Like I said, if you got any questions, any concerns, hit me up. As always, like this video, share this video, comment below. All right. The links are in the description box to join my Wall Street Telegram. And then as far as getting inside the challenge, you got to shoot me a message, email me. If you want to be part of the Discord, the team, that's another process. But, you know, I'm always welcome to feedback. Hopefully this video has been very, very helpful, guys. I'm going to be dropping more content for you. So as always, I appreciate you guys. Take care. Stay blessed. I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, I'm on this wonderful cruise out here, enjoying myself. I'll be back in the States on Friday. But yes, let's get it. Let's go. I'm out.